much for being back. If you just joined us, you're still on to Enterprise Morning, reaching you from Enterprise Television. Let's get to our conversation for today. Governor Omo Eno of Akwa Ibom State has expressed his commitment to supporting President Bola Tinubu re-election bid in 2027, despite being a member of the opposition's People's Democratic Party (PDP. Eno emphasized the importance of collaboration with the federal government to secure benefits for his state. In discussions with President Tinubu, Governor Eno highlighted key infrastructural projects requiring federal intervention, including completion of the Calabar-Itu road, development of the Ibom Deep Sea, and the establishment of a free trade zone at the Calabar Airport. He also mentioned plans to enhance the state's aviation capabilities by importing spare parts and overhauling aircraft through Ibom Air. Governor Eno stands to underscore a pragmatic approach to governance, prioritizing the welfare of Akwa Ibom residents over partisan politics. By aligning with President Tinubu's administration, he aims to ensure that the state receives the necessary federal support for its development and initiative. We still have with us Barrister Tunji Abdulhamid. Thank you so very much, Barrister, for hanging on. We truly do appreciate your time once more.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. All right, so Barrister, let's get into the crux of the matter here. I would love to believe that any patriotic Nigerian would say once elections are over, we should at least forget about the party that brought us to the seat of authority and work together in unison so we can achieve a great country. So do you think that is what is in play here with Governor Omo Eno of Akwa Ibom State and the President?
I don't think so. I think what is playing here is politics. Governor Eno wants to secure his second term, and he's thinking supporting Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, the president, will make it easy for him. That's my thinking. I'm not in his mind. But I don't see that as that's why I see in it. I see politics. He's trying to be on play a game that will give him a successful second tenure or give him a easy access to win the next election. Thinking that the way things are going, election in Nigeria is not free and fair, and that you must align with the federal for you to be able to get the desired results.
Even if he is with the PDP, even if he is with the PDP.
He's not new. Governor Wike was with PDP when he was campaigning for president last time. Like I said it's personal interest. It's not about the nation. It's not about we talks about the state. He's just using that one to cajole us. It's about his personal interest. Although he's not saying it, but I am thinking that what is driving him is his personal interest, personal ambition. Not if anybody is telling me that the President Bola Tinubu has done well to deserve a second term, that person is not sincere to Nigerians. As it is today, the majority of Nigerians are not happy with the president. They are not. They are so many people. So many things are wrong. Is it about the fuel pump price that we're buying that president made at 200 naira or less than 200 naira that we're now buying for what's it called almost 1,000 naira? Is it the dollar rate that was less than 200 naira that we're now exchanging for 1,005? Is it the bean power and we are hungry that people are singing that is good for to say the president deserves to be given the second term? You can see that if you look at it very well, you will know that if you go to the governor's town and you are not talking to the politicians, talk to the people, ordinary Nigerians who are not influenced by politicians. They will tell you they are tired and they are not going to support. But he wants to support the president for his own personal gain. That's just it. But he will just, because he's in charge of the state, he will rub it around the state and say because this has happened. I don't know what he's even talking about. So is it the president is it the only person that has done road in this country for a state, and has he done enough to deserve a second time? And who says that nobody else from your party can come and do better than what he has done? It's just a mere selfish interest, as far as I'm concerned. It's not about me and you.
But Barrister, knowing that he is with the PDP and he's saying all of this, do you still think we have an opposition with the PDP? Do you think they are there to possibly come together and take over power if that is the game plan?
Those in PDP are Nigerians. And just like other Nigerians who did not see, did not deem it fit to challenge or ask questions from the government by behaving like opposition to them, I will not blame anybody who is also a politician, who is not doing the same thing every Nigeria is doing. The problem in Nigeria does not affect only the people in PDP or the people you call opposition. Every Nigerians are affected by it. So if ordinary Nigerians who are affected by it are not doing anything, are not saying anything, or are pretending as if they are comfortable with it, so why should we blame any individual who also want to behave the way they are behaving? It's just a matter of people as saying, look, this is where people are lackadaisical, so and I don't want to kill myself for anybody. I don't believe in that waiting for opposition to challenge the government.
But Barrister, you know truly well that there's little people can do, especially given the fact that election is
people
not in their hands.
Yeah,
given the fact that elections is not in their hands, they will come out to vote, but it is not in their hands to determine who becomes whoever it is that they have chosen for. In the last election, it was a classical case. People voted for the people they wanted, but of course, INEC did what INEC knows how to do best. So we can't blame it totally on the people.
And you can also not blame it on the opposition. If you can't blame on the people, why would you blame it on the opposition? Opposition, are they not human beings too? Are they not Nigeria? But do they have any special INEC of their own?
They have.
Or do they have any special police of their own? Do they have any different life than you people that you call yourself a Nigerian, that you do not do anything? Do they? You see, we are all lackadaisical. Whether opposition, whether this issue of fighting the government or holding the government to account is not an issue for opposition alone. It's an issue for Nigerians. So when we are waiting for Nigerians or we are waiting for labor union or whatever to come and our lawyers or activists to come and start doing, we are delegating our powers to individuals who will now bargain and make money from it on our behalf. So for me, until we all decide to say, look, enough is enough, relying on or waiting for politicians are there like I said, Governor Eno is behaving like a politician now. He wants to win the election. He wants to belong to party that will give him that belief, just like you said. INEC did what he did. Because INEC was able to do that because because the government in power at that time, the party in power at that time, are the one they benefited from the what INEC did. So he is realizing that, look, if I did not align with these people, I may not be able to withstand them. So probably he's trying to do that. And because our election in Nigeria, it's not about the people. That's why individual will come up and say, I made you governor, as if he's the only person that voted. So because it's not about election. If it's about election, no one will come out and say, I made you governor. I am the one that made you governor. So that means people's vote did not even matter. It's what they did that matters. So for me,
it is not the people's fault. That's what it means, because it's rather the system that we have that is has much of the blame and not really the people. But if I might ask, what do you expect from the people rather than coming out to vote? What other alternatives do you think the people have that might dislodge the ruling party or maybe make Nigeria what it should be?
Nigerians who are not enjoying the government should form themselves, they should make themselves like opposition and ask questions for the government. Come together. The group that led no to subsidy in 2012 are not politicians, are not opposition. They did not call themselves, they are politicians, but they did not call themselves politicians. They came into as a group of a civil society. Is this Save for Our Soul or something? I can't remember. Yes. Led by Pastor Tunde Bakari. Yeah. They came together and then they mobilized people, and it happens. So they were not waiting for the opposition at that time. The party who are the opposition at that time. Even though they rallied them together, we know that some of them are the ones behind it. But they came in the manner of we are not a politician. We are this and that, and we're asking questions. So Nigerians can come together as well. Ask questions, waiting for the politician. Politicians will only play where it plays. In fact, they can even align with what you are saying. At that minute, they will just change their mind and go the way of the other side. Or if they have been given the offer and given the right price. So that's why I say don't rely on politicians to fight for you. Rely on opposition to say you are the one to ask questions on our behalf. Politicians will only ask questions where it will favor them or where it will not favor them. Or the politicians who are in the opposition, people you call opposition are politicians, and what interests them is their own interest. To them, they always tell you politics is a game of interest. So it is their interest that matter to them, not your interest. So if you also have interest to protect, you come out and ask questions, and so that if everybody that has interest to protect comes out and ask questions, probably majority of people will be asking questions from the government, and the government will now realize that, look, it's not only one or two people that are asking questions, or it's not politicians that are asking questions, it is Nigerians that are asking questions. But because you can see what is happening in Rivers State, you see when people gather, some women gather, saying that we don't want a state of emergency that is not known to our law. The next day or this thereafter, another set of people came up. They say we are happy with it. We are happy. So that is the kind of country we have. So for me, until we all come together, when I say now, all of us cannot speak the same voice. But until majority who are suffering from the consequences of the government that we're having today comes together to say, look, the line waiting for the opposition to do this, to fight this fight, will not take us anywhere. The opposition will always fight in their best interests. What will benefit them is what they will fight for. I will not be surprised. I'm not always surprised when politicians decide to say tomorrow who you think are fighting for you decide to join the other group tomorrow. I'm not going to be surprised because it's working where it's paying. You can see Bola. You can see the role he played during the election. Where is he now? The same people he called names. He's working with them now. He's painting them good now. He forgot all the things he said. You remember all the things he said about the president's scandal in US? Today he's defending it. He's defending it. So there's no opposition. There is no opposition saying opposition is our problem. Opposition is not your problem. We are our problems. We are not opposition party. But the people you call opposition or who are in politics are working for their personal interest. Just like people other Nigerians are also working for their personal interest, and they're not interested. So their own interest is we are not interested. The interest of the politicians is that we are interested. This is what we are looking for. And where they can get it, is where they will go. So Governor Eno thinking probably that if I don't support this the Aswaju 2027 campaign, I may not be able to achieve what I want to achieve in my state in terms of winning election. We would think and say, look, forget a political party. Let me go and join where they are winning, or where they are getting the power and they are using it the way they want to use it.
But
for me,
yes,
I've always been I've always not been a.
Yes, I just wanted to ask.
I'm listening to you.
Yes, don't you think that is more like political laziness? And do you think the PDP is gradually losing steam? A very good example. The only governor who is not of the PDP or the APC is the Labour Party governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, who is doing awesomely well in the state. He invited Olusegun Obasanjo to commission some roads that have not been done for decades. And of course, even President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan praised him. Obasanjo praised him as one of the most fantastic governors of this time. He is not speaking on the side of the president. He's not saying that the president must continue. But that does not make him fail to realize that he might still run for second term. So for PDP governors that are just moving in tandem with the APC, do you think it is more like political laziness on their own part?
Have you not seen people who are in Labour Party who have now crossed to APC in the name of want to support the president? It's not about, like I said, it's about the individual. The Mr. Oti may know what he wants to do. Don't even bet your life on that. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. The same Mr. Oti may come tomorrow and change and say, look, we in a few of this or that, I have tried to align myself with until 24 hours in politics is a long time. So don't be too sure. And when you say Mr. Auti who is doing well, are you saying those governors and PDP are also inviting people to come and commission projects? Are you saying they are not doing anything at all? Are you saying it's only Mr. Auti that is doing well? Yeah, the other governors are not doing well. This is propaganda. He came in the last time. The same Mr. Auti, with due respect, the governor of Abia State. He came in the first week. He came in. They say they have a IPPP or whatever they call it. There's that everywhere now. Months after, it turned out to become how can you come into office within a month and you are able to do projects like that? And people don't even think about it. People are just carrying it and say, yeah, this man has come with a whatever. See, within a week, this has happened. Was it not, do they not know that the government that left were the ones doing that? So for me, I'm not even trying to criticize him. This is politics, and you can't take anything to the market until the last minute. These are the people you can't trust. If they tell you Bola will go back to APC, will you not say no?
Very true.
If they tell you Rufai will abandon APC, will you not say no? So it's about their interest. Look at Rufai. Look at what he did to Atiku. Don't you agree? What is he doing? Who is he working with now?
The same Atiku.
So for me, like I said, politicians where their bread will be buttered, where their interest will be covered, is where they will go. They may have even the Governor Doyle, when he was looking for a second term, he was with the president. He was going to meet him all the time. They were just doing like with their same party. So for me, like I said, relying on the opposition I'm not saying the PDP are doing well in terms of providing opposition. I'm not saying the Labour Party are doing well in terms of providing opposition, because they are even having crisis in the party, which crisis induced crisis by members of the party who are like Governor Eno. Because you cannot be in a party and say you are working for another party and you not be causing confusion in your party. So if that's why you see what you are seeing in the party, because there are some people who claim to be in the party and working for the opposition. You can see when they say certain governors are working for the president, you can see that they are right, those who are saying that. Because some people are coming out to say, we want to support the president. They have the right to support whoever they want to support. But that shows that there's no ideology. There is no principle. You cannot be in PDP and be supporting APC. You cannot be when there's no merger, there's no coalition, there's no anything. You are just doing that. So for me, it's about our system. There is no ideology, there is no political principle. They only want to go to where their interest will be covered. That's what I'm telling you. It's not about principle. It's not about ideology. It's about interest. No. Their own is about interest. Where interest will be covered.
Yeah, it's very, very true, Barrister. As much as we agree with you that it's more about interest and what they want for themselves, so do you think this is a gradual symptom to a one-party state? Because in 1999 and the election that followed after, we didn't see this sort of low level of ideology amongst political parties. But right now we are gradually seeing it, where people belong to the opposite and their body and soul is with the other party. Are we gradually mixing ourselves into a one-party state in Nigeria?
We are not going to have a one-party state. But what we're going to have is one strong party state, country. Why it's a country where one party will be stronger than another party, not one party state. There are other parties, but whether they will be strong or not is the issue. You see, the PDP, as it is today now, they are also walking the rope of what happened in 2023, because there's kind of a division now, in a way, in quotes. Division in the sense that, look, I will blame Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I will not blame the governors. The governors have done the right thing by coming together, discussing, and carrying the NWS along. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, in the course of trying to see how we can wrestle power, was trying to do what we call rally people around, so that there can be coalition or merger or whatever they call it. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency, with due respect, he's not the party. It's an individual in the party. So you can't do that kind of assignment on your own alone without carrying the party along. You can't without carrying the organs of the party along. He caused this constitution because he was one that talks about merger, that PDP want to do coalition. So the people who are supposed to now meet have now met, and they are now saying things contrary to that. That will now be creating an issue that we are going this way, you people are going this way, because the proper procedure or steps that should be taken by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar were not taken, because he did not carry other people along. He was doing it as an individual. You see all the meeting he's been doing. You will not see the chairman of the party there. You will not see any governor with him. You will not see any members of the NEC or member of the NWC with him. So how can he be PDP. And unfortunately, the people that will report to, once Alhaji Atiku Abubakar decide to go somewhere, they will not say Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, they will say PDP. They will not distinguish between individual and the party. They think PDP is like APC, where an individual decision is what they call party decision. That does not happen in the PDP. And that has given the governors who have mischievous intents to rely on that to cause more confusion. Because I know some of the governors too, they are also, some of them who have not even opened up now, are also working, not working. They are also ready to work for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, but they are behaving as if they
All right, I think we're having a little bit of a glitch here.
Now, by the time the election comes nearer, you will see more revelation. Yeah, they are relying on that.
No, very, very true.
That's my position.
Of course, very, very true. I truly do agree with you. But of course, one would wonder when a particular party does not want to work with you as an individual. Don't you think that Atiku Abubakar is doing the right thing, fighting his own fight? Since, of course, it looks like the center is no longer holding with the PDP working with him. But if I might still ask, as much as I know we have discussed this a couple of times with you, the PDP had consistently said that Atiku Abubakar is the one hindering the party from moving forward because of his insistent nature of becoming the party flag bearer. Don't you think it is enough time for Atiku Abubakar to think about of the party and less of himself? Don't you think so? As much as we agree he has the rights, but don't you think that the sacrifice sometimes is about allowing the bigger picture rather than considering yourself every other time?
I disagree with you, Henry. Is the Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, is he the one fixing himself and say, I'm not the presidential candidate, and they then accepted? Don't they do primaries? Don't they do election? If you are to be a kind of nomination that is being nominated all the time, as okay, we just nominate you, there is no election, there's nothing, then you can say, okay, this is not too good. But there are elections, people are voting. These people who are complaining, they will vote for him do the election. He will win the election, the primary, and they will come back and say, why is he the only person? If you want to remove him, you come together and plan for him and make sure he did not win the vote to become the candidate of the party. So he has the right to contest. He has the right to contest, just like any other Nigerian. If Atunji Abdulhamid is sitting here, I have the right to contest.
Very well.
If I believe I can do it, if I have the capacity. So nobody can say anybody cannot contest. What is called politics. And what you need to do is to work, is to play the politics and ensure that it will not win the election at the primary level. Not to say you must say I will not contest. Is he imposing himself on us? He wasn't imposing himself on the party. They voted for him, except they are saying that Congress that we always do is a kangaroo. That's when I will agree. If they say, look, that Congress that we see, what we see at the Congress is not what they announced, then I will say, okay, in that case, they've been manipulated. But in the situation whereby you see people voting, you see them counting the results, you even see some of the candidates that will say, I will support anyone that win. I am satisfied with this procedure. I am satisfied with this process, and anybody that emerge, I will support him. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar now win election. You people now be complaining. How can it be? He has the right, just like you now. You work, arrange yourself. In fact, similar thing that is happening in PDP is happening in Labour Party. You can see that the Mr. Peter Obi, the His Excellency, he's also not working with the party.
Yeah.
He's working as an individual. He is not working with the party. So that's why I say the repeat of what happened in 2023 will likely happen in 2027, and that will give APC the free hand to win the election again, because there will be the vote will be divided. Because the way they are going, I'm not sure there won't be 3 or 4 major presidential candidates. And once you have 2 or 3 major presidential candidates, the vote will be divided and APC will benefit from it. That is the style, and that's what the president is thinking that will happen, and it's likely going to happen because APC, PDP, Labour Party are having about 3 chairmen now. We don't even know who the actual chairman is. We don't even know the cabinet. Those who are members of the secretary of the Labour Party. In PDP, the issue of secretaryship is there. We don't know who is the secretary of the party now, and so at some other issue regarding people who are members of the party and who are claiming openly to say they will work for another party. But there's nothing you can do. If you want to do, the only thing you can do is to apply your sanction of punishing them. And then if you believe that you can punish them and suspend them or even expel them, and you can do away with them without them, you can win the election, then so be it. But the issue is that most of these people are powerful, that they control not only one person, they control thousands of people who are members of the party, and and once they say this is where we are going, they are likely to go with them. Look at what happened in Rivers State. Majority of the people who are elected under the PDP, at the House of Assembly member or whatever, they work against the party. And I was surprised when they were having their problem. They were calling on the party to come and rescue them. The same party they work against. I was surprised when they were coming up and say the party abandoned them. They did not even intervene in their crisis. Even the governor, suspended governor, he worked against the party. But today he's expecting the party to come and rescue him. That's the problem we have. So you see, people, when it favors them, they say this. When it's not in their favor, they say different things. So for me, I will not agree that Elijah Atiku Abubakar is the problem. He has the right to contest, just like you also have the right not to vote for him. But if you decide to vote for him, you can't complain. That is not the issue.
Very, very true, barrister. Sometimes I just wonder if we would ever have a personality like Goodluck Ebele Jonathan again, because of he had the rights and everything possible to ensure that he won that vote in 2015. But because he said that no single life is what my winning, a life lost is not what me winning the vote, and that was why he was able to give the position to the APC.
Yes. Henry.
Yes.
Mr. Jonathan, with due respect, is one of the problems of the party. He caused the problem we're having today in the party. They are in the party today.
How, barrister?
He caused it. He was not supposed to contest for the one he contested for. He was not. That is the issue of this. Well, that's why the problem of Sony or whatever that they're talking about became distorted.
But you said, barrister, he had the right now. You said everyone has the right to contest. And he contested because he had the right to contest.
Yes, you are praising him for being that if everybody is like him. And I'm also telling him that he himself too is like them. Because when he was supposed to say, okay, I want to sacrifice, because it's not my turn yet. If we're doing turn by turn, he refused to. He refused to. He said he would contest, and he contested, and he won. And that's why the issue of distortion happened of Sony that they're talking about. And if you look at the Sony formula of the party, according to the party constitution that they're talking about, they served Obasanjo did 8 years. Yeah, it was 2 years. That is from the north. Yes. To date, I'm not aware another I've resumed in that position from the PDP. But people try to twist it by looking at other party, like APC, a candidate of the APC who have won election, to say the last president was from the north. The last president was a member of PDP. So if President Jonathan at that time decided not to contest, that format, maybe it would have been sustained today. Maybe the issue of Atiku and Co left the party would not even arise.
Very true.
Because they also left him. So if he's claiming that no life, yes, I agree. But it's also just like other politicians, not without a fault.
Very, very true, barrister. We can go on and on and on this particular matter because it's a developing one. We still have many months to 2027. But of course, we shall discuss more on this particular issue and hope that things would get better. We just sincerely hope there will be a paradigm shift one way or another. Because the truth remains, barrister, you will agree with me that Nigerians are not smiling. Nigerians are not happy with the APC. As much as we do not like what the PDP has done, the truth remains that Nigerians are not happy with what APC is currently doing now, and we all do not know who would help us if another party would come and solve the problem, or it's more like an individual coming to solve the problem and exempting party, from their name and all. But that's what I think. Yes.
Governor would disagree with you that the PDP is not doing well. He would disagree with you because he said he's joining them because they are doing well, and the president is doing well. So for him, people in the Akwa Ibom, what is the name of this? Yes, in the Akwa Ibom, are not feeling the impact of the issue we are talking about in Nigeria. So the Akwa Ibom people are not feeling the hardship, are not feeling the impact of the failure you are talking about in this country. Because if not, the governor will not say their state have been impacted well enough for them to support the president for the second term. So he would disagree with you.
All right, so let's just see how it goes. According to Governor Omoeno, he said that he wouldn't want the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway to be like the southeast road, that was abandoned, by the way, and that was why he said that he wishes that what President Bola Tinubu started, he would continue and finish up. So let's just believe he's saying that with respect to desire for development and really not leaving the political party that brought him to power. I would love to believe that.
So without him joining APC, they will not do Calabar Coastal Road. Or without him supporting did you support Aswagi Bola Tinubu joining the three for them to be doing Coastal Road? Don't be deceived. He did not support the president in 2023. Yet they started the Coastal Road. So if it's his support that gave him that Coastal Road, no. So it's not an excuse for me as far as I'm concerned. It's just a mere excuse to just look to deceive people who will not think well.
All right, let's just leave it at that. I would love to believe that Senator Godswill Akpabio will be very excited now. Possibly Akwa Ibom might fall to the APC, which has always been his desire. But let's just see how that goes. Thank you so very much, Barrister Tunji Abdul Hamid, for being part of our show today. We truly do appreciate you, sir.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much once more. All right, that's just the time we have for today. We'd love to say thank you to you for being part of it also. But please do well to visit us. You can find us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may equally like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. I am Henry Igwebike. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.